everyone, I'm Charm and I'm an adult who's constantly trying to find ways to be more productive. Join me in the series where I test out habits in the hopes of becoming a better adult. Waking up before the sun rises is a very popular millionaire habit / productivity hack. Successful personalities and the likes of Apple CEO Tim Cook, or writer Haruki Murakami, former First Lady Michelle Obama, or Shark Tank investor Kevin O'Leary all practice waking up early. I, on the other hand, wake up around 8 or 9 a.m. and spend a good hour on my phone, initially checking notifications, checking emails, but eventually find myself scrolling endlessly through TikTok and Instagram. And I really start my day or my work day at around 10 a.m. With more and more things piling on my plate because of my businesses and Ready2Adult Ph, I knew that something had to change. In a previous video with my boyfriend, we told you guys that when we were living together in the condo, we had our alone time. His is in the 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., so I'm still asleep, and mine was around the 9 p.m. until midnight when he was asleep. He's been doing this habit for over a year now, and I've been jealous at how productive he is. Even before I would wake up, he would have already exercised, showered, meditated, eaten his breakfast, and read a book. And all of that before 8 a.m. So in this video, I tried waking up at 5 a.m. every day for a week. So here is what happens, and make sure to stick around till the end because I'm gonna share to you guys my thoughts on this little experiment. Just for context, I will be going into these experiments without much research or preparation in general. And also, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Let's go!
Wait, hold up. Let's start on Sunday night. I plotted my tasks for the week and added in what I was gonna do with the extra 3 hours I'll have in the mornings. I have a Google Keep file for all my running tasks and projects, and I just plot them out in my planner. I don't really use a digital calendar yet, and I want to try that out soon, but that's for another video. Jet and I watched an episode of I can't remember what. I set my alarm and was in bed by 9:30, which is pretty early, and I think it's the reason why I didn't sleep until 10:30 p.m. Day 1, I woke up with no problem because I actually kept on waking up the whole night. So sleeping was the problem, a combination of the rain, and my mind just kept panicking that I might oversleep and fail on this experiment on day 1. I tried putting my phone away so that I would actually have to stand up and turn off the alarm, which was pretty effective. I checked my notifications and replied to the comments in the video I uploaded the night before. Afterwards, I went down and made coffee for Jet and I. By the way, if you're confused, I stay at Jet's house during the weekends and go home on Mondays to mine. Anyway, back to the coffee. I don't drink much coffee, but I also don't wake up at 5 a.m. So let's just continue playing pretend in this video. But to be honest, the coffee helped me with my grogginess. Monday is actually my rest day, so I just read for an hour until it was time to eat breakfast, and then read some more afterwards. So time check, it's 12:30. I'm feeling okay. I feel energized. We're on our way home. So yeah, I'll check up on you guys again if I need to take a nap when I get home. So it's currently 3 p.m. and I was gonna take a nap because I was suddenly feeling tired, or I was just bored with the work that I was doing. But I searched when should you take naps, and it says that you should take naps early in the afternoon, like maximum 2 p.m. if you want to sleep by 10. So I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to be up tonight. So it's best that I just push through this right now. It also says here to aim for a 10 to 20 minute nap. So noted. I'll apply this tomorrow. I will try to decide earlier if I'm sleepy or not, so I can get through the entire day without feeling groggy, which is I'm starting to feel right now. 10 p.m. and I just finished working, I changed to my sleeping clothes. I'm about to do my facial routine and hopefully I can sleep before 11. Despite not taking a nap this afternoon, I feel pretty okay. It was just some part of the afternoon where I got bored with my work and I wanted to take a nap. Tomorrow I'll try to take a nap early, maybe around noon. So yeah, that's it for day 1. The first thing I decided to do on day 2 was to do yoga. For my workout, I just followed a 30-minute class on YouTube. It's been a while and I couldn't do many of the basic poses properly anymore, which is telling me that I definitely need to exercise more. Physical wellness is usually the last thing on my mind, and even if I committed to running once a week this year, well, I haven't exactly done that. So I'm done working out. I'll see if I want to eat breakfast or get some milk or coffee. I don't normally eat until noon, like for lunch, so I made myself breakfast while going live on TikTok. Again, I don't normally do these things and it's by all means not a typical week in my life. But I had all these extra time in the morning and I didn't feel like working just yet. Not until around 8 a.m. anyway. I had corn silog and tea. This is my favorite corned beef. It was just weird that not even my parents were awake yet and they're usually the first ones up. Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok now. After breakfast, I showered and went straight to work. So I'm in between meetings and I just had a quick snack and it is 12:34. I think it's a great time for a nap. So, hey Siri, set an alarm for 20 minutes.
Your alarm is set for 12:54.
So mistake number 1, I only accounted for the 20 minutes it would take for me to nap, but I didn't include the 10 minutes it would take for me to fall asleep and the other 10 minutes for me to completely wake up. So it's around 10 p.m. on day 2 and I'm still a little bit energetic, but I've done my skincare, I'm ready to sleep. I went to bed at around 10:15 but didn't get to sleep until around 11 p.m. And that was the first sign that I probably shouldn't nap anymore, and I think I didn't for the rest of the week.
So I'm not really a creature of habit and routine, so learning to be more productive has been a struggle, but luckily I have tools like Skillshare to help me out. I recommend this class by YouTuber, author, and entrepreneur Thomas Frank, Real Productivity: How to Build Habits That Last. Because time is money and the more you learn how to manage your time wisely, the more you earn. Skillshare is an online community wherein we can invest in ourselves to gain more knowledge and skills. They offer thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics including marketing, design, photography, productivity, content creation, freelancing, and more. Skillshare is giving away a free trial of premium membership to the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description so you can find ways to be more productive as well. Now back to the video.
I have to be honest, I woke up late. I woke up at like 6 a.m. I feel like I have to change something in the routine. I've been trying to sleep at 10 p.m. but I feel like I have to try to sleep at 9, which means I have to finish everything earlier and maybe consider working during these hours.
I have a very long to-do list this week for work, so we need to get a lot done.
I was on my phone for a bit, read for an hour, and I'm currently reading Elon Musk by Ashley Vance. I fixed my bed, which is something I always make a point to do every morning, and started working right away because I had to leave early this afternoon. So I'm heading over to Jet's house early this week because I won't be staying there this weekend. It's also his dad's birthday, so we'll be visiting his grave. Apparently we're jogging in the cemetery. That's why I'm in this outfit. I'm going to tire myself out. I did not take a nap today. I want to get tired and sleep by 9 a.m. so that I can wake up again at 5 tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
Mashed potatoes waiting for me, and why don't you come and join us?
Okay, so it turns out we couldn't run because of the new protocol, so we just worked out instead. I did a quote-unquote basic CrossFit workout according to Jet. He used to compete for the sport, and I'll flash the workout on the screen, but basically I was dead after that. I was limping for 2 days, and it further solidified the fact that I am so unfit right now. We had dinner, Japanese takeout, my favorite, and later that night I went to bed at around 9:30 and fell asleep shortly after. Day 4 was a good day. I woke up and saw the sunrise, made coffee again. I guess I only make coffee because I'm making one for Jet anyways, so might as well. I started working at around 6:30 a.m. I know, who am I? That night, we met with some of Jet's friends over Zoom. So I just finished a meeting and I'm staying up a bit late today because I have to wait for the stock market to open. I have to buy some stocks in the US market, so it opens at 9:30 p.m. I'm using this app called GoTrade. I'll put my invite code somewhere in the screen, but yeah, I've been using this for over a month now and I'm really loving it. You guys can get $6 if you sign up. So after purchasing the stocks, I will go right to sleep. So see you in day 5. I woke up at around 6 a.m. on Friday, day 5, because I was so sore from my workout 2 days prior. We had breakfast. Jet's an amazing cook, so I'm always very well fed. And I went home because I needed to film 2 videos with my background at home. Usually, Friday to Sunday, I would just be editing the whole day, and that's what I did. There was waterworks construction going on outside our house, so filming took longer than necessary. I tried to explain this to you guys through the video, but my mic was not plugged in correctly, so I had to let day 6 Charm explain. I tried picking up the camera right when I woke up, but I took photos instead. Vlogging is hard, send help. So I just checked my footage last night and there was no audio. It was just silence. So I was saying that I wanted to make a schedule outline for today because it's something I haven't been doing, and I feel like I'd be more productive if I was stricter with the schedule. So before I went to sleep last night, that's what I did, and I was supposed to film a video last night, but I decided to film it this morning and sleep early instead. But when I woke up this morning, I was going to film early, but then the construction was starting early. So I got to film around 9:30 a.m. I got to finish filming, that's good. Jet came over and we watched Inglourious Bastards. And the only Brad Pitt movie I saw before I met him was Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And now I've seen so many. It's already 10:45. It's late. The movie ended late. And it's a Saturday night. I don't want to be too strict about it, but I'm supposed to run tomorrow morning, but I have to continue editing my video. I think I still have to wake up at 5 a.m., of course, but I think I'll be editing. So that means I technically didn't get to run this week and meditate. So I'll try to insert those to my day tomorrow, and we'll see how the day goes. Alright, good night! Alright, so day 7. I woke up at like 6 a.m. again today.
I'm using my phone because my camera is all the way there. And I'm not about to get it.
And I just edited the whole day. We had a family meeting the whole afternoon and I felt weird filming that, but after my video premiered, I just relaxed and consumed YouTube videos from my favorite content creators, mostly not even finance related. And yeah, that's my week.
Okay, so it's been around 2 weeks now since I filmed that video, and here are my thoughts and mistakes. Number 1 is I didn't do proper scheduling. Yes, I set some intentions at the beginning of the week on what are the things that I plan to do during the morning, but I didn't really schedule them properly, and if I wanted to, I could have done everything on that list every morning. It honestly felt a bit much to do all of them in one day every day, but I could have done a schedule wherein I would know what I was gonna do every morning of the week. But ultimately, I don't think that just by waking up early every day, it will be very effective if you don't pair it with other productivity habits like scheduling. Second are naps. And as you saw in my video, I only napped once this week because I feel like it was too much of a disruption during my day. I have to set my mind to sleep and then wake up again. So like I mentioned, you also need to account for the grogginess you will feel afterwards and the moment you actually try to sleep. I honestly don't know how Jet does it. He's asleep in a minute and awake in a minute as well. So I definitely feel like it's a habit that you can also form. Napping is a skill. Who would have known, right? Okay, so what did I apply? It's been 2 weeks, and have I been waking up at 5 a.m. every day? No, I have not. Instead, I have been waking up at around 6 to 7 a.m. So it's still an hour or two earlier than usual because I ultimately knew that waking up at 8 or 9 a.m. wasn't gonna cut it anymore. But also, I really wanted to wake up when the sun was up. So waking up at 5 a.m. and it was completely dark, I just didn't like it. I feel like I was going to the airport or I was going to school early. I didn't like the feeling, which brings me to my next point. Since I am waking up earlier now, I really have to sleep early because I just can't sleep for 5 to 6 hours. I really need my 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and I can even wake up without an alarm as long as my body has had 7 hours of sleep. And I know that might not be impressive for some of you, but for me, it's pretty impressive because I keep on snoozing my alarm before. Lastly, I found this article from Business Insider about sleep inertia. So I'm just gonna read it. Studies prove that sleep inertia, that slow-moving period between sleep-induced brain fog and full awakeness, can last anywhere from between 2 to 4 hours. I will link the article and the study down below. Which means that waking up at 6 to 7 a.m. makes sense if I want to start working by 8 to 9. So that's something that I hope to continue, and I want to try out other productivity hacks as well, like scheduling and using a digital calendar system, Pomodoro technique, and all of these other hacks that can help me become a better adult, because I definitely need these improvements when it comes to my productivity. And if you like more videos like this, please comment them down below. This is a new series and I hope to hear your guys' feedback about it. If you like this video, then please click the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Both really helps out the channel a lot. Ring the notification bell if you haven't already. And again, this has been Charm from Ready2Adult Philippines, and I will see you on the next video.
Have my night guard here. So I have a lisp. Can't even say lisp. Yeah, I'm still... No, okay, I'm up. I'm up.